Okay, now after we learn the freestyle, which is a single arm pull, the backstroke, swimmers are able to swim. Now they got familiar with the movement. They're very comfortable. Now we have the two other strokes that can be a little more complicated, but if you go step by step, it's so easy to learn. So the first thing we want to teach here is on butterfly. Now remember when we taught the freestyle and the backstroke, we taught the legs first. Then we introduced the arms. And then we introduced the breathing. In butterfly, we used to do this. We used to teach the kick. Remember the butterfly has like a dolphin-like kick. We used to teach that and then teach the arms. But then we felt, here's another way to do it. It came by trial and error, where we now teach swimmers to get the arms going, and to the arms we slowly introduce the leg movement. So Gavin is now going to demonstrate. What we do is get swimmers to walk first, and we have that one arm pull. The one arm pull, they'll keep walking, chin on the surface, very important, and you pull underneath the body. But remember freestyle, the arms came straight over. If you're going to use butterfly, it's impossible to bring my arms the way I brought it on freestyle. That's impossible. Maybe a few people in this world who are ultra flexible can do it, but most of us are not. So the real butterfly, even what Michael Phelps or all these world class swimmers do, is they bring the arms around this way. So we're going to teach that pull, which they already know, which is like the freestyle, but to bring the arms around. When you see Gavin do this, it's important to keep that little finger on top when you're recovering. If you do this, it's a lot harder, and if you have your thumb on top, it's almost impossible to bring your hands in front. So we get them to get used to this round arm recovery, close to the surface of the water. Then we get into walk again. Always remember chin on the surface, both arms. Pull like the freestyle, almost no difference, but once the hands go back, it finishes with the little finger on top, and you bring those arms around. Place them in front of your shoulder, relax a little bit, start the second pull. Now when this is done, they got used to it, but they're still standing and walking and attempting this. Now we bring the movement. Now we do a little cheat here. We call it, it's not a cheat, but we have them to continue to do the freestyle kick, which is somewhat in technical terms not so legal. But that's just to help them control those arms. But like the walk, we'll get them to do that one arm at a time. Pull underneath the body. So this time they push off. You can see Gavin do that. Push off. He's kicking. He pulls underneath the body and he recovers low level instead of bringing it over, around, and places it in front. Same thing can be done. Quite clearly you can see the freestyle kick we do and the double arm pull. Pull underneath the body, hands go right back, little finger stays right on top, arms are very close to the surface, and place the hand in front. Then they slowly do 3-4 strokes of this, lots of repeats. They're enjoying it. Now we introduce the breathing. Remember the freestyle, we breathe when the hand went to the back on the last minute. When it pushes on the power phase, we always breathe. Butterfly is going to be the same thing. When the hands come somewhere here, we must learn to breathe. But this time, instead of breathing to the side, obviously we can't breathe to the side. It's easier to breathe to the front. So we get him to go with the freestyle kick. You can see what he's doing. Pull with one arm. It recovers, but as he pushes back, he lifts his head to breathe. And he can simply do this now with both arms. Now we got familiar with the arm swing and the timing of the breathing. The child's confident, we're going to introduce the legs. So we don't really introduce the two kicks. We have a fun thing we do, which is called the dolphin jump. And you can see Gavin in this instance, he will walk, he'll pull, and as the hands go back and the arms start the swing, he's going to jump out of the water and go in to the water like a dolphin, come out. You can see what he does there, and then stand up again, start the pull all over again, pull back, and then jump. This is, now he's got used to this dolphin movement. And once the dolphin movement is there, what it was almost like a semi-walk, semi-jump. Now he's going to do it in a swimming position where we get them to, as the hands go around this time, we get them to try and think about that jump and bring the hips out of the water. You can see Gavin quite nicely doing that. So now it's actually got the dolphin movement, but actually what has happened here is Gavin, without realizing, or any swimmer for that instance, when they take those hips out and when the hands come pulling towards the body, they tend to do a kick. So there is a kick here. So what we introduce here is, because that has automatically happened, how it happens we don't know, but it just simply happens. But remember, in butterfly there are, what is legally possible is 2 dolphin kicks. This is most important. So how do we introduce those 2 kicks? So one thing is we get children on land now, because now it's a bit complicated. They have done their jumps, their hips are nicely coming out, but so we get them on land and we do what a land drill. It's a very simple one where that one kick happens like he quite rightly did. When the hands entered, he leaped, there was a semi kick, and then when the hands go to the push phase, we get a second kick. So we get them to do this on land. This is my right arm. I can do it with my left arm. I can do it with both arms. But remember, when you're doing it on land, children will surely know that they will not try to kick with both legs. They will fall flat on the deck. So once we do this, we get them in the water. Now it's a technical thing that now the hips will come in, and hopefully with a bit of practice we're going to get the hips to come out. There's a kick happening there, and during that push we have a, and Gavin will demonstrate this. Again, it's good to do it where the swimmer will do 3 to 4 strokes only, not breathe, just keep their head down and see if you can simulate those 2 kicks. If that is difficult, they can do the one arm even, one arm, and then go into the 2 arms. And when that is quite, when the swimmer has overcome that, we can slowly now introduce the breathing, which is during the push phase. We kick once, arms come over, and as it enters we bring the hips out of the water. That's your butterfly.